Hi friends, welcome back. This is Cookeazy Kitchen and today we're gonna make chicken tikka. Chicken tikka is the king of kebabs. And we are gonna make this without a tandoor or an oven in its true flavor. It's a very popular starter to a main course and also a perfect snack for cocktails. So let's get started. For that, I've got half a kilogram of boneless chicken, cut into pieces, as you can see, slightly larger piece. So I got a half a kg of chicken here, boneless. So we will be doing 2 steps of marination here. So we are now going to do the first step of marination. For that, half a teaspoon of ginger paste, half a teaspoon of garlic paste, half a teaspoon of Kashmiri red chilli powder, half a teaspoon of salt, bit of lemon juice. So this is what we need for the first marination. So I'm gonna mix this well and we will keep this for about 30 minutes. So this is all that we need for the first step of marination. Now we are gonna keep this for about 30 minutes and meanwhile we will proceed with the second step of marination. This we will keep for half an hour. While the chicken is getting rested for about 30 minutes with the first marination that we did, we'll now do the second marination. So for that, some oil, about a teaspoon of oil would be more than enough. We'll wait for the oil to get heated. The oil is now heated. So some ajwain seeds here, carom seeds we call it. And I'll also add 1 teaspoon of gram flour besan. So I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of gram flour. We'll mix this in low flame because we don't want this to get burned. Now for this marination, we would need about 300 grams of hung curd. Now you might ask, what is hung curd? It is nothing. You have the normal curd that you wrap it in a cotton clean cloth and hang it for about couple of hours, about 2 hours. So all the water in that will get drained out and you will have a thick curd. That's what we call it as hung curd. So before you start making the marination, please get the hung curd ready. So about 2 hours before, 2 to 3 hours before, please hang the curd so that by the time you are doing the marination, it is ready for you to use. So it is now nice brown in color. This is what we need. So we will switch off the flame because we don't want this to get burned. So we have the hung curd here ready. I'm gonna now add the gram flour that we cooked to this and a bit of ginger garlic paste, again half a teaspoon of Kashmiri red chilli powder, a pinch of turmeric powder, half a teaspoon of garam masala or tandoori chicken masala that you get, half a teaspoon of that, half a teaspoon of salt. Now when you use salt for the second time, if you have black salt, please use that. I'm using black salt here because that will give a different flavor altogether. If you don't have that, then use the normal salt. But I prefer using black salt for the second marination. If you want this to be a bit spicy, you can add a bit of normal red chilli powder as well. So I'm going to add about 1/3 teaspoon of normal red chilli powder just to get that spice element in it. And we will whisk this now. Because it's hung curd, as you can see, the marination is quite thick. It is whisked well now. To this we are now going to add a bit of mustard oil. This is enough. We will whisk this again and the marination is ready. I think we forgot to add some lemon juice to it. So I'll add a bit of lemon juice. So we'll mix this once again. So now we'll add the marinated chicken into this. We'll add the marination to this. We'll mix this well. After the first marination, we kept the chicken for about half an hour. Now, after the second marinade, we will refrigerate this for about 3 hours, minimum 3 hours before we start cooking. So this goes into refrigerator for about 3 hours and we will then do the cooking. So after about 3 hours, we're now gonna shallow fry this. So for that, I've taken a pan. We're gonna light the flame and we will brush some oil. So we don't need much oil here. We'll just brush this and we'll also add a bit of butter. Also gonna add a bit of butter. So we will wait for this to get heated. So the pan is hot enough now. Now we'll start placing the chicken pieces. One by one. Remember, we will not overcrowd this, otherwise it will start releasing water. So we will do this in a high flame for about 30 seconds and then we will reduce it to medium flame. So we will cook this for about 3 minutes and then turn the side around. So while we fry this, we will also place a piece of coal and we will burn it, as you can see it here, because we will use this to smoke the chicken that we are frying. So after 3 minutes, I am gonna turn this around. See, you can see it is nice brown color, just the way that we do chicken tikka on a tandoor. So we don't need to put much oil. If you feel that the oil is lesser, then you can add a bit, but otherwise we don't need to. Now we will also brush a bit of butter on top of this. So it's been about 5 to 7 minutes. As you can see, it's nicely fried, just like the way that we cook in tandoor. It's perfect. Now we are gonna smoke this to get the authentic flavor of chicken tikka made in tandoor or cooked in tandoor. So for that, I'm gonna transfer this to. I'll switch off the flame. I will transfer this to a bowl. So it is now in a bowl, and you can see here the coal is already burned. So the chicken is here. I've placed a bowl here of steel and I'm gonna place the coal in it, and I'll also put some ghee on top of it. If you don't have ghee, use oil or butter. So we'll put some ghee on top of this and we'll cover this. We'll cover and keep it like this for about 5 to 7 minutes. So after about 5 to 7 minutes, we will now see it's nicely smoked. We will take the bowl out now. It has now authentic tandoor flavor in it, just the way that we make tikka in a tandoor. Now it is ready to eat. Please do try this at home and send us your feedback. So also do follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Link for both these are given below the video. So please do follow us there. Also don't forget to subscribe the channel, and when you subscribe it, please press the bell button so that you don't miss out on any of the videos that we send. And till the time we meet up with another good recipe like this, thank you and goodbye.